Welcome everyone. My name is Brandon Smith. I'm an environmental education and interpretation major here at Point.
And I'm Sinclair, and I am a forest recreation major.
We also work respective jobs here at Schmeeckle Reserve, and so I just want to remind folks if you have to use the bathroom at any time, it's just straight through those doors, and then that walkway that you kind of came in on. Feel free to head out at any time that you need to. So.
Yeah. Oh, I have to grab a friend. 1 second.
Hey, who are you?
I'm a hawk. I'm Nellie the Nighthawk.
Well, you certainly don't look like a hawk. You know, nighthawks have very peculiar adaptations that really make them more related to nightjars and whippoorwills and not true hawks.
I am totally a hawk. You'll see, because today we are going to compare. You'll see, we'll compare. Oh my goodness. Maybe it won't compare me. How far does this go? We will compare the way that we look, the way that we hunt, and our nesting habits. And you'll totally see that we are hawks.
So, based on those observations, where might someone find a nighthawk such as yourself? Because has anyone here actually seen a nighthawk before? Show of hands, who's seen a nighthawk? Okay, so only a couple of us. All right, so where does one actually find a nighthawk? Where are they flying around?
Well, if you have seen a nighthawk, you're pretty lucky. We come out in the morning and in the evening, and if you've seen one, you've probably only seen us as we're flying, and you can tell that we're a nighthawk because we're flying similar to a bat.
But, again, you really don't look like a bat, and when you're a species that's related to the other, like hawks, you're kind of supposed to look like them, and dare I say, you really don't look like a true hawk.
We'll see about that. I have a photo of myself flying around. This was a great day. And we also have a photo of a red-tailed hawk. We'll pass some out to you, and you can work with the people near you. Write down what you notice that are similar. I'm sure you'll see a lot of similarities between us. And if you find any differences, I guess you can write those down too.
So I'm going to pass around the hawks. These are the true hawks. And then they'll come around passing out the nighthawk. And then you'll kind of just work in small groups.
So you can write down any similarities or differences that you notice. So write down right on the top. You can circle them if you want to. You can write them just right on the sheets. It's totally fine.
And feel free to write on the pages. Feel free to write down.
There you go. So they want to say there. Deceptively better cheeses. Oh! Yay! Good job. Thank you, Alex. This is like our chart. But aren't those like soul sucking? Yeah, the slender body. But even then, no, that's right. You're like, yes. I saw the underside, but I wonder if they would have a band. I know that you're too long. Yes. Good observation.
I'm seeing a lot of people circling things. I love it. It's like reminds me of the like you're at a restaurant and it's like spot the difference.
Restaurant coloring books for naturalists.
Oh, sure, yeah. Are there similarities? I think they're past. I don't see these. Curious, like where they're written. Oh, that's a good observation. Yeah, I see some good observations.
That one that's there for
brief. This one's so cute. It's so cute. I actually cut one of these out and I couldn't tell which way it was supposed to go.
Oh, yeah.
Because it looks images because you can't really tell. I'm good with those. I wonder if
I feel like I see these a lot here in the this fall, like when it's first everywhere in the afternoons. Yeah, where they're used to coverage.
But I was in the middle of there. Miles away.
that was amazing.
But I saw a lot.
Before you got class.
Two more minutes. One more minute, folks. One more minute.
We were outside for telemetry one night, and I was like 5%. I was like saving my battery, and also we got some scholars, and I was like, I need to remove this. I get this from my mom, yes, just barely, because then I like shut my phone on, so I could like get it again, and then my phone was
Alright, write down your final things.
In the 70s
All
or
right,
80s.
last
They used to,
observations.
yes, up on the one rock. Oh, yeah.
What did you notice? Feel free to raise your hand.
And we're gonna write them up on the board so we can compare and contrast. So let us know if you're saying it for the nighthawk or the true hawk, or if it's the similarity. Any first takers? Yeah, they're in the back.
The nighthawk's tail is very slender when it flies.
Slender tail for the nighthawk. All right, if you want to.
Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, go
I
ahead.
thought the coloring of the both species were very similar.
Yeah, similar
Other colors?
coloring.
Plumage.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is kind of a nerdy one. The true hawk has slotted wingtips.
Slotted wingtips. What does that mean?
It means that on like the end of their wings, they kind of have like slots in between to help them with like maneuvering.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Because nighthawks hunt using their mouths, their beaks aren't as big
Yeah.
as like the true hawk.
Yeah, we'll talk on that later. That's good. Yeah. Did you have one? No. Never
Well,
mind, never mind.
the red-tailed hawk looked bigger, like beefier.
Beefier. Yeah, I like that. Write that down. Anything else that we noticed? Yeah, go ahead.
The nighthawk's eyes are completely dark, whereas the red-tails have some color in iris.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Eyes were similar.
Similar in size, but maybe different in coloration.
Any other
Interesting.
characteristics folks want to point out? Any last takers?
This is a great list. So I'm seeing a lot in the way of difference, but not as much in the way of similarity. So do we think that that means that they are hawks or they are not hawks?
On the count of three, everyone's going to say it with us. 1, 2, 3.
Not hawks. Okay.
So, Nellie, tell me, because you guys have some visual differences, it must mean that you also have some different adaptations as, say, for hunting?
I am a great hunter. I catch so much prey whenever I go out. So I'm totally the same as a hawk because I know hawks are also pretty good hunters as well.
Well, I don't know. Hawks have these really big and sharp talons that allow them to fly through the air and catch their food off the ground. I don't know, tell me that's kind of some fast food, don't you think?
I have some pretty itty bitty feet. As you can see, they're pretty small, but I think it works. They're good for perching, and which is like sitting for birds. Pretty small feet.
So, what do you say, Nellie? You think we should put these bird watchers to the test?
I guess.
Alright, so we are going to do an activity where you folks are going to model both a nighthawk and a true hawk. One of you will have these tongs that represents the talons of a true hawk, and you'll have these itty bitty tongs that represent the itty bitty feet of the nighthawk. And it will be up to you in 15 seconds to see how many mice you can catch off the ground. And so we can do a couple rounds of this if we have a bunch of people who want to try it. But do I have any volunteers who wants to be the hawk and who wants to be the nighthawk? Oh, which one do you want to be? You want to be the hawk? You want to be the hawk? All right, come on over, come on over.
Alright, who wants to be the nighthawk? This one you train. Yeah, thank you. Alright, when you pick them up, you can put them into our basket.
Alright. Any questions before we start?
I got this.
Alright, ready? We're going to go on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go for it!
Ooh, this is
1,
fun.
2, 3, 1,000. 4, 1,000.
I'm not a hawk.
5, 6, 7,
Oh!
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh! Alright, let's go around the applause.
Thank you.
Alright.
Does anyone think they can do better than those two? Yeah.
Anyone
Yeah.
Should we put it to the test?
Weird and do it.
Alright, I'm going to have to ask you folks, what did you notice when it came to the hunting strategies of the hawk versus the nighthawk having to use their feet? Who was the clear winner? The hawk, oh yeah.
That wasn't very fair. I said I was a good hunter, but I hunt insects. Insects are way smaller, and I don't use my feet to hunt. I use my giant mouth. I use my mouth like a net, and as I'm flying through the air, I'm catching insects. That's why sometimes when you see us, we'll be hanging out kind of by lights, because that's also where those bugs like to hang out, and so we'll be swooping around and catching them in our mouth like a net. I don't use my feet.
Say, I have a quick question for you folks. Do you know what it's called when something that only eats insects? What do we call that?
Insectivore.
Oh, you know it. So we got insectivore. And we got carnivore.
All right, let's do a fair test. Like I said, I use my mouth like a net with big mouth.
And this time, instead of representing the talons, we're going to have it represent the very sharp beak of the hawk. And we're going to see how many insects they'll be able to snag out of the air. So, this time we're going to kind of have all audience participation. Everyone's going to have some bugs that they can gently toss to the front of the room.
Let me warm up.
We do still need one nighthawk and one
hawk.
real
I
hawk.
fear I wouldn't be able to test this. I have no idea.
No, I was 0 coordination.
I will disagree with this. Wait, I don't have
You
that.
look like
No.
you would make a great
No, don't do this to me,
hawk.
Brandon.
You
Don't do
look
this
like
to me.
a great hawk. Can I see that?
You were going slow.
Wait, what did I do?
You look like you make a great nighthawk. Alright, so, same thing, we're going to give them 15 seconds, and you guys are going to very gently underhand toss. I don't want to see no winding throws, okay? So gently toss, And we're gonna see how many they can catch in 15 seconds. On your mark,
Alright, hawk.
get set, go!
Oh my god. I almost had that one.
2,
Alright, dude.
3,
Not
4,
Yeah, it's coming sideways, right? Hey.
6,
Oh.
7, 8, 9, 10,
I think maybe.
11, 13, 14, and 15! Alright.
Okay, our true hawk caught how many?
True hawk? True
You
hawk?
caught more than 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had flying caterpillar and flying centipede. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Awesome. Does anyone think they can do better?
Does anyone else want to give it a shot? Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Or I'm going to go and give one more round of I'm going to go around and volunteer one more group of people.
Yeah.
We have multiple people.
Good for the kid.
Who's feeling it? Who's feeling it?
Oh no.
Yeah, we've got 2 people. All right.
This ain't gonna go well.
You got it.
Hey, as long as you're connecting with them, I think you
Yeah.
count.
I get the net.
Oh, bud.
Yes.
Oh.
Some more bad over
Hey
here.
guys,
Oh.
get it
I can
in.
get some of
You don't get those here.
Oh, we're starting.
Wait. We'll give it a count. Yeah, we'll give it a count.
Yeah, we'll give you
All right.
a good countdown.
Oh.
Ready?
Okay.
And 3, 2, 1, go! Oh no! That was so
You got
You got Nice.
Wow.
Good job. So the hawk got 2, and the nighthawk got 11, I think I counted, for that second round. So the nighthawk was still doing better.
You know,
Final chance if anyone else.
yeah, does anyone else want to give it a shot?
Awesome.
All right. So, based on those observations, folks, we noticed that who was actually more adapted to catching insects from the air? The nighthawk. So, that actually is a really great point. You can't always compare and contrast the same adaptations of one critter to that of the other because they're made for different things. And so, that was kind of unfair to compare.
It was unfair, but keep in mind, we did say if something is in the same family of hawks, then they have to act the same. So, in that case, do we think that this means that nighthawks are hawks or not hawks?
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Not hawks. Okay. Okay, well, this is looking maybe like I wasn't right, but I am certain that you will see that I am a hawk. Okay? I am so sure that hawks obviously camouflage their nests the same way that I camouflage mine.
You know, Nellie, sorry to tell you this, but hawks aren't actually that good at camouflaging. If folks had found their nests, where do you usually find true hawk nests? Where do you find hawk nests?
Heard it.
A
Up
tree.
in the trees.
Yeah,
Right,
up
up
on
in
the
the
tree.
trees. They're usually made of sticks and they're really big and they're kind of obvious when you look and find them. So.
Up in the trees?
Yeah, isn't that where you make your nest?
No. Bare ground, nothing above you but the sky. Nice and minimal, just right on the ground. We don't need any of that.
Say, does it kind of look like this?
Yeah, that was me last season.
Oh, well, for our next activity, it is going to be up for you folks to try and recreate the nest of a nighthawk. And so I will come around and you can see they're just kind of chilling on the ground, right? I want you guys to think in your head what you notice about the image of the nighthawk on its nest. Just think of some things you notice. Just thinking in our heads, what are we finding in this photo?
Awesome. Now you have your chance to make as great of a nest as I do. I've got some example eggs up here that you're welcome to come up and grab. And then we have some paper and glue sticks and then some different pieces of paper, and you can make your own nighthawk nest. So come on up and grab some materials. Otherwise, if you would like me to bring them to you, you're welcome to raise your hand and I'll bring them over to you.
Also, be careful of any little critters on the floor. When you're trying to take some trips on the bugs. But come on over and make your very own nest.
All right. Would anyone like to show off their masterpiece?
I'm gonna get us kick-started since I know that some of us are still working on our nests. I just wanted to point out that when I was making my nest, I kind of noticed those. All right, well the egg here has lots of different speckles. It's not very bright. It's got a lot of grays, blacks, and whites. I wanted to kind of take some of the gray paper and little schnibbles to kind of act as the sand that it might be sitting on. And then I also noticed, like in the picture, that there was some green vegetation, right? There's plants on the ground that they might hide it next to, but not a lot, right? It's not like a forest floor where you have all these trees and all these different plants. It's very bare, and so that's why I also kind of put a little ring around it. So that's why I made my nest the way I did. I have some other folks that want to share some of their creative ideas.
I see yours is pretty creative. Would you be interested in telling us why you chose to make it that way?
I didn't see a picture of the bird nest before I made it, so it's kind of made like a generic bird nest.
Nice.
But I don't know.
I like it. I like the 3D aspect.
Yeah.
That's great.
It kind of looks like a bowl, right? The nighthawk is kind of sitting in a little divot that they dig out, so it'll look pretty similar. I'm gonna have. Do you mind if I call on you? Because you have a really cool one. Do you want to show it to everyone? Show off your nest. Ooh. Nice. And what were those little pieces that you used? What were they?
Petals?